What is the one sound you never want to hear when you're home alone? Is it a floorboard creaking in the middle of the night, a window rattling in the wind? For so many of us, especially as we get older, the most terrifying sound is silence. The silence when something goes terribly wrong inside our own bodies, and there's no one there to call out to. The silence when you feel that strange pressure in your chest, that odd ache in your jaw, and the sudden cold realization, I am completely alone. This is the unspoken fear that settles in the back of the mind for millions of people over 60. It's a fear that can rob you of the joy of your independence, making you second-guess living in the home you love. But what if I told you that knowledge is the antidote to that fear? What if I told you there are a handful of very specific, scientifically backed actions you can take in the first 5 minutes of a heart attack that can dramatically, and I mean dramatically, alter the outcome? These aren't just vague suggestions. These are the precise steps that paramedics and emergency room doctors wish every single person knew, especially those of us who live alone. We are going to turn that terrifying silence into a moment of clear, calm, life-saving action. Today we're going to walk through 7 critical steps to survive a heart attack when you are by yourself. This isn't about panic, it's about a plan. This is your personal protocol for taking control in a moment of ultimate vulnerability. And you absolutely must watch until the very end, because the 7th and final tip we'll discuss debunks a very popular and very dangerous piece of internet advice that could actually make things worse. 99% of people get this wrong, and it's a mistake you can't afford to make. This is the knowledge that transforms fear into power. Let's begin. Recognizing deception. The first and perhaps most critical step is understanding what you're even looking for. We have all been conditioned by movies and television to expect the Hollywood heart attack, the dramatic scene where a person gasps, clutches their left arm, and collapses to the floor. While that can happen for many people, especially for women and for anyone over the age of 60, a heart attack is a far more subtle and deceptive event. Your body isn't always going to scream for help. Sometimes it whispers, and you need to learn its language. Your number one job is to recognize the imposters. A heart attack can disguise itself as something else entirely. It can feel like bad indigestion or heartburn that just won't quit. It might present as a deep aching pain not in your chest, but between your shoulder blades. You might feel it as a strange, radiating pain in your jaw, your neck, or even your earlobe. It can feel like the sudden onset of the flu, an overwhelming, crushing fatigue that makes lifting your head feel like a monumental effort. You might feel nauseous, dizzy, or break out in a cold, clammy sweat for no apparent reason. The most important symptom to recognize, especially when you're alone, is often not pain at all. It's an unusual and unexplained shortness of breath. You might be sitting in your favorite chair reading a book and suddenly feel like you've just run up 3 flights of stairs. You can't seem to get enough air in. This, with or without any chest discomfort, is a massive red flag. Your heart is a muscle, and when it's being starved of oxygen by a blockage, it can't pump blood efficiently to the rest of your body, including your lungs. The result is that feeling of breathlessness. Why is it so different as we age? The simple reason is that our nervous system changes. The nerve pathways that signal pain can become less sensitive or reroute their signals. So instead of a clear, sharp pain in the chest, the signal gets scrambled and shows up as an ache in your back or a strange feeling in your stomach. Don't dismiss these feelings. Don't tell yourself, oh, it's probably just something I ate, or I must have slept on it wrong. Your intuition is your first line of defense. If you feel a combination of these symptoms and something inside you just feels profoundly wrong, you must assume it's your heart until proven otherwise. Trust that feeling. Recognizing the disguise is the first battle you have to win. Immediate action. The moment you suspect something is wrong, the very second that thought crosses your mind, your next action will set the entire course for your survival. And it's not what most people do. Our first instinct, born from a lifetime of human connection, is to reach out to someone we love. We think, I'll call my daughter, or I'll phone my neighbor next door. This is a catastrophic mistake. It is the single biggest waste of the most precious resource you have in that moment: time. Every second that passes during a heart attack, heart muscle is dying. It's being starved of oxygen and it does not regenerate. A phone call to a family member is a conversation filled with emotion, panic, and questions. They will ask, "What does it feel like? Are you sure? What should I do?" All of this is time you do not have. A call to 911 or your local emergency number is not a conversation, it is an activation. It sets a complex life-saving system of trained professionals into motion. It dispatches people who know exactly what to do, who have the medicine, the equipment, and the training to save your life. So, this is your unshakable rule. Your first call is always to emergency services, no exceptions. When the dispatcher answers, you need to be clear and concise. Do not waste time describing every sensation. State the essentials. "I am alone, and I think I am having a heart attack." Then, give your full address, including your apartment number or any specific directions, as clearly as you can. The dispatcher is trained to get this information from you, but the clearer you are, the faster they can lock onto your location. Now, here is a little-known tip that can be a literal lifeline. After you've given the essential information and they've confirmed help is on the way, if you are able, put your phone on speaker mode and set it down near you. Don't hang up, just leave the line open. This serves two critical purposes. First, the dispatcher can stay on the line with you, offering reassurance and even instructions, which can be incredibly calming in a moment of intense fear. Second, and more importantly, if you were to lose consciousness, the dispatcher can still hear what is happening in the room. They can hear when the paramedics arrive and can relay vital information to them, like how long ago you stopped responding. It turns your phone into a guardian angel, a silent witness that ensures you are not truly alone. Your first action isn't to find help, it's to bring help to you. And that begins and ends with one call. Unlocking doors. You've made the most important call of your life. You know help is on its way. The clock is ticking, and the sound of sirens will soon be a beautiful sound. But those paramedics, your saviors, have one major obstacle that can steal minutes from you: a locked door. It's a scenario that plays out in homes every single day. The emergency team arrives, lights flashing, ready to go, but they are stopped on your front porch, banging on a door you can no longer open. They are forced to spend 2, 3, maybe even 5 precious minutes breaking down the door or finding another way in. 5 minutes is an eternity when your heart is failing. This is where your next action comes in, and it requires a small amount of movement, but it pays off enormously. After you hang up with 911, your next mission, if you feel stable enough to do so, is to get to your front door and unlock it. Turn the deadbolt, unlatch the chain. Do whatever you need to do to create a clear path for help to reach you. You are literally opening the door to your own survival. Once the door is unlocked, do not stand up and wait. And do not go back to your comfortable chair in the living room. Your next move is just as important. Lie down on the floor, preferably on your back, near that unlocked door. Why? For two very strategic reasons. First, the single greatest danger to you while you wait, aside from the heart attack itself, is falling. If you become dizzy or lose consciousness while standing or sitting in a chair, you can suffer a serious secondary injury from the fall, a head trauma, a broken hip that will complicate your treatment and recovery immensely. Lying on the floor eliminates that risk. You can't fall off the floor. Second, by positioning yourself near the door, you make yourself immediately visible to the team the second they enter. They won't have to waste time searching for you in a bedroom or a bathroom. They will see you right away and can begin treatment instantly. You have shaved even more critical time off their response. Think about what you've just accomplished with these simple steps. You've called for help. You've removed the primary physical barrier to that help. And you've positioned yourself for maximum safety and immediate discovery. You have taken 3 hugely proactive steps to manage your own rescue. It's an incredible act of self-preservation. Aspirin's power? With help on the way and the door unlocked, there is one more thing you can do for yourself. A small action with a profound biological impact. We need to talk about aspirin. But more specifically, we need to talk about the right way to take it in this emergency. Many people have heard the advice to take an aspirin during a heart attack, but they get the most important detail wrong, and that detail makes all the difference. First, let's understand what's happening and why aspirin is so crucial. Most heart attacks are caused by a blood clot that forms in one of the coronary arteries, the vessels that supply blood to the heart muscle. Think of it like a clog in a pipe. This clot blocks the flow of oxygen-rich blood, and the part of the heart muscle fed by that artery begins to die. Aspirin is not a painkiller in this situation. Its job is far more important. It's an antiplatelet medication. It works by making the platelets in your blood less sticky, which can help prevent the clot from getting bigger and may even help your body start to break it down. It's like sending in a microscopic team to start chipping away at the blockage before the heavy machinery, the paramedics and doctors, can even arrive. Now here is the critical part that 99% of people miss. Do not just swallow the aspirin with a glass of water. You must chew it. Take 1 full-strength 325 mg aspirin or 4 81 mg low-dose aspirins and chew it into a paste in your mouth for about 30 seconds before swallowing. It will taste bitter and chalky, but this is non-negotiable. Why? It's all about speed of absorption. When you swallow a pill, it has to go down to your stomach, get broken down, and then be absorbed into your bloodstream through your digestive system. This process can take precious time. But when you chew it, something amazing happens. The medication is absorbed directly into your bloodstream through the rich network of blood vessels under your tongue and in your cheeks. This is called buccal absorption, and it's infinitely faster. You are bypassing the entire digestive system and getting that life-saving medicine into your system in a fraction of the time. It can start working in as little as 5 minutes. Those are 5 minutes where your blood is actively fighting the clot. 5 minutes you are giving back to your heart. It is the most powerful medical intervention you can perform on yourself while you wait. Of course, there's a major caveat. This is only for people who are not allergic to aspirin and have not been explicitly told by their doctor to avoid it for reasons like a bleeding disorder. If you are cleared to take it, having a bottle of chewable aspirin in your medicine cabinet is one of the smartest preparations you can make. Posture protocol. You've done it. You've made the call, unlocked the door, and chewed the aspirin. Now comes the hardest part, the waiting. Those minutes can feel like hours, and your instincts might scream at you to do something, to pace around, to get a glass of water, to try and get comfortable in your favorite recliner. All of these instincts are wrong. They can put unnecessary strain on your already struggling heart. Your job now is to become a statue, to conserve every ounce of energy and oxygen you have. And that means adopting a very specific posture. The ideal position while you wait for help is not lying flat on your back. For many people, lying flat can increase the feeling of breathlessness as your abdominal organs press up against your diaphragm. It can also make you feel more panicked. The optimal position is what medical professionals call a position of comfort, or a semi-Fowler's position. It sounds technical, but it's incredibly simple. You need to sit down on the floor with your back propped up against a solid surface like a wall or the front of your sofa. Then bend your knees, keeping your feet flat on the floor. Let's break down why this specific posture is so brilliant. First, by sitting up with your back supported, you are using gravity to your advantage. It helps ease your breathing by allowing your diaphragm to move more freely, which can increase your oxygen intake and reduce that feeling of panic. Your lungs have more room to expand. Second, by having your knees bent, you are taking a significant workload off your heart. This position helps blood pool slightly in your legs, which means there is less blood returning to the heart to be pumped out. Think of it like turning down the water pressure in a struggling pump. You are manually reducing the demand on a heart that is already working in overdrive. This simple, supported, seated position is the perfect balance. It's safer than sitting in a chair where you could slump over or fall. It's more comfortable and physiologically effective than lying flat. While you are in this position, your only other job is to breathe. Focus on taking slow, calm, deep breaths. This isn't just for your mental state. It has a physical benefit. Slow, controlled breathing can help lower your heart rate and blood pressure, further reducing the strain on your heart. You are in a safe position. You have done everything you can. Now you just have to hold this posture and let your body and the medicine do their work until the professionals walk through that unlocked door. Information lifeline. There is one more step that you can't take in the middle of a crisis, but it's an action you must take today, right after you finish this video. It is the single most important piece of preparation you can do to ensure you get the best possible care when you can't speak for yourself. You need to create your information lifeline. When paramedics arrive, they are walking into a situation with zero information. They don't know who you are, what medications you're on, or what your medical history is. They have to start from scratch, and this detective work wastes time. Your information lifeline is a simple one-page document that speaks for you when you are unable to. You need to get a single sheet of paper and, in large clear print, list the following: your full name and date of birth, a list of all the medications you are currently taking, including the dosage and how often you take them. This is critically important to prevent them from giving you a drug that could have a deadly interaction with something you're already taking. Next, list any and all allergies you have, especially to medications like penicillin or aspirin. Finally, list your major medical conditions, things like diabetes, high blood pressure, a previous heart attack or stroke, or kidney disease. Also include the name and phone number of your primary doctor and at least one emergency contact person. Once this sheet is complete, you need to put it somewhere that paramedics are trained to look. The universal spot is the refrigerator. Place the sheet inside a clear plastic sleeve or a Ziploc bag and tape it prominently to the front of your refrigerator door. Emergency responders across the country are trained to look there first. There's a program called Vial of Life that formalizes this, providing a sticker for your front door that tells paramedics your information is on the fridge. You can look this up online or simply create your own. This piece of paper is arguably as important as the aspirin in your cabinet or the phone by your side. It transforms you from an unknown patient into a person with a clear medical history. It allows the team to make faster, smarter, and safer decisions about your care, both in your home and on the way to the hospital. It's a 5-minute task that could save your life and prevent a tragic medical error. Please, do this for yourself. Do it for the people who love you. Create your information lifeline today. Coughing myth. We've now covered 6 powerful proactive steps you can take. You know how to recognize the symptoms, who to call, how to prepare your home, what medicine to take, how to position your body, and how to prepare your information. But now we must address the final and most critical piece of advice. This is about what not to do. It's about dismantling a dangerous piece of misinformation that has gone viral online and continues to be shared in emails and on social media. The myth of cough CPR. The myth goes something like this: if you feel a heart attack coming on and you're alone, you can save yourself by coughing repeatedly and vigorously. The theory is that this forceful coughing can squeeze the heart and maintain blood flow to the brain, keeping you conscious until the arrhythmia passes. This sounds plausible, which is what makes it so dangerous. But it is fundamentally wrong and based on a complete misunderstanding of a highly specific medical procedure. The concept of cough-induced circulation is a real but extremely niche technique used inside a hospital under full medical supervision for patients who are having a very specific type of cardiac arrhythmia, an irregular heartbeat, that is a precursor to cardiac arrest. It is a temporary measure done for a few seconds while a defibrillator is being prepared. It has absolutely nothing to do with the typical heart attack that is caused by a blockage in an artery, which is what we've been talking about. For someone at home having a heart attack from a blockage, attempting cough CPR is not just ineffective, it's actively harmful. Forceful coughing dramatically increases the pressure inside your chest, which puts a massive amount of extra strain on your already damaged heart. It consumes a tremendous amount of oxygen, the very resource your body is desperate to conserve. It can raise your blood pressure and can potentially even cause a fragile plaque in your artery to rupture, making the clot worse. You are essentially asking a marathon runner who has just collapsed from exhaustion to get up and sprint another mile. It's the worst possible thing you could do. So, the seventh and most vital tip is this: stay still and stay calm. Do not cough. Do not get a glass of water, which could be an aspiration risk if you lose consciousness. Do not pace the room. Your job is to be as still and as calm as humanly possible. Conserve every bit of your energy. Focus on your slow, steady breathing. Trust in the steps you have already taken. You have activated the system. You have opened the door. You have taken the aspirin. You have put your body in the safest possible position. You have done your job. Now you must let your body and the impending medical help do theirs. Resisting the urge to do something and embracing the life-saving power of stillness is the final, wisest act of a survivor. You are now armed with a plan. This knowledge isn't meant to make you live in fear, waiting for the worst to happen. It's the exact opposite. It's designed to free you from that fear, to know that if that moment ever comes, you will not be a helpless victim of circumstance. You will be a calm, effective, and powerful first responder for the most important person in your life, yourself. You have a protocol, and that protocol can make all the difference in the world. Which habit are you going to start first to protect your heart? Will it be putting aspirin in your cabinet or creating your information lifeline for the fridge? Drop your choice below. Let's inspire each other.